Hello and welcome. This is Doc Williams from Build With Me, and we're going to look over the difference between Vimeo OTT, Wistia, JW Player, Uscreen, all of these different solutions for getting you to start streaming. So let's go through a couple of these and then pros and cons, right? So right off the bat, if we're looking at Vimeo OTT, as we're looking at all these platforms, it's really important for you to know what kind of app and what kind of app and what kind of streaming service you want to provide for your subscribers, right? So every platform has pros and cons, but it depends on what you're trying to do, how much you want to spend, and also the deliverability, how you want to do this for your subscribers. Okay, so let's go through this. Number one, Vimeo OTT. They have several different solutions, but if you're starting out, it would probably be best to go with the starter pack. Why? Because they're just going to charge you per subscriber. So there you can scale with your subscribers instead of going with something like Growth where it's $500 a month, right? Now, $500 a month, you get a branded app and all those things, but for the most part, you want to start with something that is a lot simpler. Now, the downside to this, right, is you can't have a custom app. But again, you're going to be starting out, so most likely you won't need that, right? So it's $1 a subscriber. Now, if you're going to go with something like Wistia, now a lot of platforms use Wistia in bulk, right? So Teachable uses it, and several other learning platforms just have it integrated, so they're already going to be paying for for using this kind of platform. Now, if you're looking at what you can get for the free one, you see three free videos or podcast episodes to embed anywhere, one channel, up to 250 channel subscribers. Okay, but remember, it's three videos or product or podcast episodes. If you go to Pro, you're going to be looking at 10 free videos, and then again, you're going to be going up, right? It says add as many videos or audio files as you need for 25 cents per month. Okay, so not that bad. But again, you're going to be looking at starting at $100 per month. So for Wistia personally, if I'm going to be paying $99 per month, I would use an LMS, so a learning management software platform. So I would use something like Teachable or use CoAssemble or Podia. I just wouldn't go with Wistia if I'm paying 99. I would just go with the LMS and then charge a subscription services from there. So that's just me. So for me, Wistia is out unless it's integrated with another platform. And for me, I'm already selling courses, so that's what I'm going to be using. Now, another solution that you can be using when you're getting started, and I mentioned this in a video how you can create your own Roku channel. I just use JW Player. Now, the reason I'm doing this is it's very flexible, and let's take a look at the pricing. Let's go over here. Okay, so right here for the starter, you're going to be going, and you're going to have, again, hosting or streaming. So 150 gigabyte hosting or 500 gigabytes of streaming. That's really good to get started. And again, it's a lot lower in price. And again, I want to stress it depends on what you're trying to stream, how much content you have so far. Are you just getting started? What's going on? So again, these options are going to vary how much content you already have that you're going to be streaming on your platform. But if you're just testing it out, I would suggest going with a lower price point to test out if your subscriber base even wants to pay for your services, what you need to improve on before you start choosing something like Wistia or even Uscreen. I would even do something with JW Player before I go to Vimeo OTT. Now, again, you can go this route, and there's a whole other section if you want, but for me, usually I'm building it for myself or a client. We're going to straight custom apps. So we're not going to be needing to go this way, right? So again, that's where I'm going with JW Player right there. Now, the other style that I would go to, and this is just personally me, if I like the benefits of Vimeo OTT, people like that, all of those things, I would actually personally, I would use specialproject.io before I use Vimeo OTT. And let's just go down to some of the pricing and everything like this. Now, again, this is an option depending on how much you're charging for the subscription, Are you just getting started? I mean, there's still a lot of other factors, but for special project, I like how many things they take care of in the back end and the look and feel of special project over Vimeo OTT just to get started, how fast I can create a site, all of those things. There's just a lot more advantages for me personally and for the clients that I work for using special project when we're validating before we create a custom app. So I do a full breakdown video of building with special, and I'll put it in this description down below. But again, there's various options of what you're going to choose. What I would stress, write down what you're trying to do, where you are with your streaming service. Is this just a concept before you even get your first subscriber? Are you trying to validate this before you go for venture capital, so VC rounds? Are you doing this in your bootstrapping? You have to have all those details, and based on what you're looking for, what you're trying to do long term, I would then suggest various platforms like I just mentioned. So if you have any questions down below in the comment section, let me know what you're working on, where you are. If you have more questions, let me know if this is helpful. If you want more options going through all of these things, I'm going to be having another video coming out with us just breaking down and having our platforms, how we created it. But again, we already have 2 breakdown videos using Uscreen and Special, and hopefully this will help you and look at all of the pricing and the pros and cons of each platform. So again, let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for your time.